In this video, we're going to discuss inputs. We're going to go over how different input sources connect to the system and how they make their way to the mixing console. Let's get started. In our input video, we discussed the different input sources that we have. We have S-Link, we have local, and we have Dante sources. Let's run through an example of how we would connect a new instrument to our sound system. So we're going to simulate connecting this microphone to our S-Link box. I have just a standard microphone and a cable. And we're going to plug this into our stage box here into input 26. So to do that, we just take our XLR cable and plug it into the input. Now let's go back to our soundboard and set up the routing. Now that we have our microphone physically connected to our stage box, let's go over how to establish the routing on our console. Let's navigate to our vocal page on bank F. And we want to assign this SM7BA channel to input 26 from our stage box. We can click this gain button or processing and preamp page, and you can see here that the source select is unassigned. Since we know this is plugged into our stage box, we know this is an S-Link source. So we can hit this drop down menu and click S-Link. And now we have to tell it which socket we plugged it into. And since we plugged it into socket 26, we'll grab this encoder here and scroll up until we see 26. And once there, we click apply, and now you can see we have gain control and trim control. I'm going to clear this routing and show you another way we can assign our input source. Let's go to the drop down menu and click unassign. Now, if we navigate to our I/O tab, we can go to Inputs. Now again, we know this is an S-Link channel since it's plugged into our stage box. We can click our Input, S-Link, and here we have the console channels. So if we scroll down to SM7BA, and assign it to 26. Now when we close out and go back to our channel, you can see that it was assigned to S-Link socket 26. Let's go back to our I/O page and discuss some other routing options. So here on this horizontal axis you can see all of our input sources, and on the vertical axis are all of our channels. Our local would be everything plugged into the back of the mixing console here, which we currently have Apple TV, our TalkBack, and this AES channel. For S-Link, this is every analog input that is physically connected on stage to our stage box. I/O port 1 is all of our Dante sources. You can see our keys, all of our auto-tuned vocals, and all of our tracks down here. To make any changes, simply select the input source, the channel you want, and then select to make the connection. Thanks for tuning in to this Audio Ministry Series video. If you'd like to see our next video in the series, click here. If you'd like to see some other videos we've put together, click here. Thanks again for tuning in. See you in the next one.